Today's video, I'm going to share what I wish I knew about how to rebuild after things have broken down. Okay, in the hopes that whoever's watching this can understand exactly what to do. And of course, if you need more help, the link to book to work with me is in the bio. Cool. So this is probably where you're at. You've probably cheated, done something stupid, and your partner's had enough. She's on her way out. Okay, and you've now probably tried to make up for it, but you have been leading using guilt. Which is inevitable, because if you didn't have guilt, then you wouldn't have potentially seen anything wrong with what you've done. You'd have just brushed it off or just moved on and replaced or worked done whatever. But now there's kids involved. Okay? Now there's stakes involved. Now your house is on fire. Right? Now things are burning out. So what do you do in those cases as a scenario? Right? Well, first of all, yeah, you're gonna receive judgment. You're people are gonna call you an idiot, you freaking name, man. I think I wanna get past that and sort of deal with the reality of the matter, which is the fact that you are currently leading from a place of guilt. And I spoke in my videos in the past that guilt and leadership cannot go together. When you're being led by guilt, I need you to understand that regardless of what you do, it's not going to be enough. And regardless of what you do for her, she's going to feel like it's enough. Why? Because guilt is like this parasite that keeps taking. You may have bought a house, it's not enough. The feeling is still there. And I need you to understand that the feeling is still there because you still have it within you. Once you have guilt within, it amplifies. Okay? It amplifies in a way that allows the person you're with to feel it, despite therapy, despite you doing whatever you think you need to do to get over the situation. You need to let go of guilt. That's the only way this is going to work. And I can only tell you this because I've worked with hundreds of men in regards to this specific matter, leading from a place of guilt. Okay? Guilt will single-handedly destroy your leadership. So what do you do? Okay? What you do is, first of all, you understand the causes. Okay? What caused the accident? Because causes of the accident, okay? Because once you gain clarity on that, you're basically trying to help someone come back into the very thing that broke them in the first place. You need to be clear on why this will never happen again, regardless of who that person is. Whether it's you cheated, whether it's you disrespected, whether they caught you doing stupid stuff, whatever the case, get clarity on why this blind spot has cost you this much. It's almost like, I want you to imagine you want to expose the leak in your bathroom. You've tried everything. You've tried replacing a new bathtub, whatever the case is, and the leak is still showing. That is because the problem wasn't the bathtub, the problem was the tube. And in this case and scenario, a lot of times the tube is just the nervous system. See, when you self-sabotage, which I'm assuming will probably happen, your nervous system is probably trying to protect you from growth. It's trying to protect you from happiness. It's trying to protect you from a different, unpredictable outcome. That's why it self-sabotages. I remember when I was avoidant, right? What I'll do with the people I was speaking to may have been great candidates, great people to speak to, but what I'll do is I'll intentionally self-sabotage to maintain the perception I'd been holding on to this whole time, which is I don't believe in love. I don't believe that I deserve to be loved. I don't believe in anything. So the moment that identity is now being triggered into a potential shift, guess what I did? Self-sabotage, please come in and protect me from this. You disappear, you send a dumb message, and you're just like, that's not good. What the hell? Why are you telling her that? And it's because, oh, no, don't worry. I'm protecting you. Okay? So your nervous system needs rewiring. The tubes are sort of placed in the wrong way that are delivering this terrible outcome. And until you understand that, there's nothing you will do that will fix the problem. This is why clarity is key. You need a diagnosis. You need a breakdown. It's almost like when your car is breaking down or broken down, you need to take it to the mechanic and have him. So when it comes to like Mercedes or BMWs, utilize the tablet to sort of have a full diagnosis of what's happened here. Okay? Once you have that, you can understand with awareness why your GPS was placed on avoidance or whatever your self-sabotage eventually drove you to, which is being alone or whatever the case is, or having good people walk away from you. Once you understand that, then you can start the process, which is recalibration. Okay, which we split through awakening, implementation, okay. Once you understand what needs to be rewired, you recalibrate. You replace it with what you want to intentionally input. Okay, this is the work I do privately with the one-to-ones, the clients I've worked with on a one-to-one basis. And then you arise, you awaken. Okay, a lot of times that is shadow work. That is when you embody, you remove shame from your system. Okay, the moment you remove shame from your system, you integrate yourself fully. You start to realize that even though you made the mistake you made, it's okay. And the moment they can feel that too, the moment they can feel that you stop judging yourself, they are also going to feel lighter, because like I said earlier, your amplifying was already wrong within you. So it's only once you let it go that they will let it go. Or even if they don't let it go, you're no longer going to be affected by it, because you've accepted what you've done. Number 2 is implementation. This is when you're challenged to do the uncomfortable thing. You're now aware, we're now starting to take the driver's seat. Because so far, your nervous system was driving for you, right? You were just the passenger that thought was in charge. If you're self-sabotaging, you're not in charge, my friend, someone else is. And all this really is a recalibration to make sure that you become the person in charge. The third step is execution. This is when you start to behave. You become the person that does the things that needs to be done. You become the person that cuts off the bad habit. You become the person that's able to set the boundaries and have the difficult conversations. And then establishment, okay? This is when you make that your standard. You make that your identity. It now becomes permanent implementation. It's not just because of a 6 month or whatever the case is. Not. It's now based on an alignment issue. You've now embodied it into your system and you've upgraded the system. You're now parenting and re-guiding yourself in a way that never has you recalibrating in that specific sector ever again. You can recalibrate in different areas, but I like to split it between calibrate, rebuild, and then reframe it. That is the split, and that's exactly what I take my clients who do the 12-week sessions for. All right, if you're interested in doing that, learning influence, how you show up, how you dress, and all these other things, book to do that's in the bio. If you need more help with this, again, like I said, listen, the only way to get them back is by fixing what made them leave in the first place. There's no easy way to say this, and I'm telling you this after seeing countless of people being able to get people back. I've Every single time I had a breakup where someone left me, they came back, and it's because I understood quite early how to implement all of this. If you wanted to make it, if you want that choice to be yours rather than theirs, you need to understand how to rewire yourself. And I'll be honest with you, your blind spots are your blind spots because you can't see them. Okay? So if you're ready for that transformation, book the damn call. I'll see you in the next one.